feel the fruit of this class today. It's maybe you will find some benefits and value. Maybe you won't. Maybe you know it. Maybe you feel like, well, yeah, kind of. But I think you might find a tidbit or so. How to ask for referrals without feeling weird. Does anybody ever feel weird about asking for referrals? So in front of you, you have a script that you can take with you, but we're going to do some role playing a little bit later in the presentation. And right now, I want to ask you to thank Jennifer. And Sonia for putting on these workshops, because I've been in this business, as you know, for over 40 years, and in many offices, and you don't get this kind of ongoing training. It's just a plethora of different trainings. I just have to each meeting say thank you. Thank you for the industry, not just your agents, because you guys are better, it lifts everybody up. Right? It's better for the whole industry. And the same thing when we have those flights, it shines upon us. So you guys are blessed. Okay. So thank you guys. Thank you, Sonia. She's here. My intention today, I'm going to share with you while you're thinking about your intention, is to provide you with valuable insights, practical tools, and strategies that can be applied to your endeavor to create and grow a profitable referral business. And that is on top of what you do. Good morning. On regular lead generation. I am never suggesting that you do this for this. Good morning, come in. Welcome. Who's going to be in charge of passing these out? Thank you. It's not about this class is not about lead generation via referral as opposed to other kinds of lead generation. By the way, if you were in my coaching class, and you can still be a one-on-one coaching, we would do what we did in the beginning of this series, and that's figure out who you are personality-wise. And you know why that's important? We take the DISC test assessment. Good morning, Joyce. Thank you. Okay. Because certain kinds of activities make certain people nervous because of the way that they're cut. For an example, if you take the DISC, D-I-S-C, D is for driver, I is for influential, S is for stable, and C is for compliant. If you're a D person, strong D person, your biggest fear is being taken advantage of. If you're an I person, it's rejection. So if you're an I person, guess what? Asking for referrals might be kind of an uneasy feeling, because why? Don't want to be rejected, so you just don't ask, right? So understanding yourself is so important, because it isn't that this business isn't cut out for you. It's maybe you need to take another route that's and it's more congruent with who you are as a person, because I doubt anybody here is going to be going to therapy trying to change yourself to have the kind of personality that would fit for maybe a driver. If you're not a driver, you're not a driver. If you're an I, use your I. So today we're going to talk about, my intention is to help you in different ways to learn how to ask for referrals. What's your intention? Why did you come? And by the way, I'm so glad to see each one of you today, because I know it takes a minute to get up, get dressed, get in the car. It's hot. You didn't have to come. You could need other choices. So thank you for being here and being willing to learn. And you, Joyce, I know you've got classes sometimes, and so it's really good to see you.
I'm sick.
Oh, you're sick. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm glad you're sick in here. And what's your name? Arlene, so glad to see you. What's your name?
Amigo.
Amigo?
Amigo, with an R.
Ramiro.
Romico. Romico. Oh,
Ramiro.
Ramiro. I want to get this.
Ramiro.
Amira.
Ramiro.
Ramiro.
Yeah.
Ramiro.
Almost like Romero.
Muchas gracias for being aquí. Okay, thank you guys. Okay, so why are you here? Take just 30 seconds and tell yourself what it is that you want to learn. What do you want to walk away with today? And then I'd like for maybe one of you to share with me. Why are you here? Think about it. What do you want to walk away with?
Yes. So you definitely want to have that ideal
And something to do with.
Okay, anybody want to share?
Where do I?
What did you feel like you wanted to learn that's gonna help your business?
What about asking for the listing?
Yeah, because now that I know.
Asking for the listing, straight out.
Yeah, just come right out.
Come on, right on out.
Yeah.
She's like, not a problem with the listing. Okay, you're in the right place. Anybody else?
See, that's.
Okay. That's good, because no matter why you think you came or if you're not able to articulate it, you're gonna leave with some information today. It's gonna be helpful for you. So let's move on.
I don't know how much it is, right? But you know.
Let's review. It's interesting that this is our maybe 5th series, a strategy. But each time there's new people in the class, so I just feel like I want to just kind of review real quickly. I'm not going to start from the beginning, but why we even did this class is we're working from a book called Work for the Commission, Work for the Referral and Not the Commission. It's available on Amazon. As a matter of fact, if you want to take a look at it, I'll leave it up here and you can. It has actually worksheets on how to build your business by referral. So I use this as a basis with the author, Kimberly Oxford. And what she's done is she's actually written in her own handwriting ways to set up your goals and start your referral business. Take a look at it if you're so inclined. So we're using that basically for our basis because this is not a new concept. It's been around for a long time, and I used to be, how many have heard of Brian Buffini? I was trained to be a Brian Buffini coach, to go to different offices and coach his strategies. But his strategies are really no different than just the basic strategies. And that's why I'm here, just to make it simple. You don't have to sign up for his course. You don't have to spend $500 to get his systems. You can do this on your
So I was
own.
working almost 100 a month. So now.
So what we said in weeks prior to today was that as we face 2025, if you're able to just get 100 people into your database,
It's just,
100 people, Kimberly Oxford says 10% of those people are likely to refer you. Just 100 people.
I don't wanna rebrand like.
There's a book called The Gift of Referral, and what he says is that everybody knows an average of 250 people, and each one of those people know 250 people, and each one of them know an average of 250 people. But we want to be a little bit more specific. We don't want to just pick 250 people, do we? We want to be more targeted. When I was a teenager at Keller Williams in Fontana, we had an office that was going to be filled with 300 agents. And I hired this guy who was from the old school, let's say. He was an older guy, and he just brought the telephone book in. He just started calling. Hey, hi, you want to sell your house? Hi, you want to sell your house? Hi, you want to buy your house? Hi, you want to buy a house? Hi. And obviously that didn't work too well for him. So we want to be more strategic than he is. And that's what this class is also about. So if you're able to get 100 people, past clients, relatives, friends, into your database, 10% are likely to refer you. What does that mean for you? With an average sales price of 600,000, that's what, and that might be conservative in our area, because it's blossoming, would you agree? But let's agree on 600,000. Average commission, let's say 2.5%, or 2.5%. Number of contacts, 100. If 10% of those refer you, what are we looking at? 150,000. When I was a realtor, I was rated, I ranked number 4 in the United States out of 90,000 agents in units sold. That's a lot of business, but the prices were so small that it took a lot of units. I say that because you guys are blessed. You happen to come along in an era where I know the cost of living is high, and sometimes that causes families to struggle. But on the upside, for people like us, salespeople, wouldn't you rather be working with numbers like 600,000 than 82,000?
So the other.
It kind of balances, or it can balance off. And so in my world, I try to be grateful for what's working rather than complain about what's not. The things that I have control over, the things that I don't, I try to flip those. This is something, 600,000, you don't have control over, but it certainly can work to your advantage. 10 transactions a year is less than a transaction a month. Come on now. So I got accolades for doing a lot of business. I was closing 25 to 30 transactions a month. Had 3 assistants, 1 for the field, 1 for the REO, 1 for the regular, 1 for the administrative, and that was money out of my pocket too, because I had to pay them to help me with the units. You understand what I'm saying? So you're blessed is what I'm saying, if you know how to work the system. So today's class is when and how to ask for referrals. Proven strategies to build your real estate business. Have you ever heard the saying, reading the room?
Yeah.
Who knows what that means? Explain to me what that means.
Don't go selling your services when it's not the right time.
Yes, yes, yes. You gotta read the room. Timing is everything. That's where many people feel like they're rejected because they didn't read the room. They didn't have. There was another agent, his name was Bud. Bud was trying to get into the business. Bud didn't read the room. Bud was a little obnoxious. Bud went over to, remember Barnes and Noble? The bookstore, I think it's still there. It was okay. Bud thought what he would do to get business is take his business card and open up every real estate book on the shelf and just put his card in. So security reported him, called our broker. Broker called him in and said, "Man, you don't do that. You can't do that. You gotta learn a better strategy. You cannot do that. Did you have any grand relatives? Did you have a mama who taught you better?" So, Bud should be at this class. He didn't know how to read the room. So who are the people that should be in that 100? Read that out, Lala.
After closing the deal, your client is excited and satisfied.
Is that a good time to ask for referrals? As opposed to a time when you got bad news? That's reading the room. And then what about
Oh, yeah, I know.
this? Arlene, read that.
Three key milestones after helping clients achieve specific goals.
They didn't think, let me tell you a story. When I was doing Freddie Mac's, this is a Fannie Mae, I went up to a home in Rialto. And as I walked up to the home, it was green grass, roses, and I was there to ask the occupant, which was a tenant, to tell them that the house had been foreclosed upon. And to find out when they were going to move. And that's a hard thing to do, because they're paying rent to somebody and they don't even know that they lost the house, usually. So I walked up to the front door, and as I'm walking up, I say to myself, I wonder if these really are tenants, because no strike against tenants, or no disrespect to tenants. The house just looks so, the yard looks so well cared for. It looked like a homeowner would have owned this house. And I said to myself, these people, God, my heart is broken. I have to tell them, because sometimes even the homeowners don't know they lost the house, because they keep fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting to keep it. And then there's that last little thing, and then they lose it. As I walked in, to make a long story short, I told them where I was from, and I said, let's sit down and talk. Because I need to find out when you're gonna be able to move, and there is something called cash for keys, and I can help you with your exit and give you, we can set something up if you're able to get out at a certain time. But as I sat there, I said to myself, these people they deserve to be homeowners, if at all possible. So I put a deal together for them. I said, what do you think if I tried to get you financing and you could stay right here and buy this house as it is, right here, right now? And they said, I said, how long have you been on your job? He said, I've been on there 17 years. I said, you're only 37. He said, I know, but I've been on my job as a train station for 17 years. And his wife, and their credit was marginal. We ran the credit. We were able to get them Fannie Mae financing, which they used to do in that day, with 3% down and no closing costs. The house was $85,000 or something. 3 times 8, 2,400. They were able to come up with down payment, close that escrow, and stay in their house. And I could not get rid of that family after it closed. They kept bringing me food. Here's some pumpkin pie. I just made this cake. Here's a casserole, Wanda. We looked out of the window. Would that be a good time for me to ask for a referral? Yeah. Those are the moments of appreciation when it isn't taking advantage of them. It's just reading the room. And then what about after the anniversary follow-up? Reach out during the purchase, after someone is closed and it's been a year. Would that be a good time?
Yes.
They're still happy during that transaction. What about when you get positive feedback from someone? You're a great agent, Arlene. Thank you for calling and staying on top of this. And you got me all of the vendors I needed for the plumbing and the this and the that. That's a good time. Reading the room. And what about if you're in a community organization? Your church, maybe. Is this a good place to start looking to make relationships, to let people know? Sometimes we go around, as they say, as private agents. People don't really know what we do, and because we don't want to be pushy. So, who to ask? Well, we know past clients, people who have had experience with your services. We know friends. We know family. I have to tell the story of my brother who bought a Freddie Mac in LA, and he didn't even tune in that I was a realtor, period, because I never even discussed that at parties or family gatherings. Without being pushy, you can let people know what you do for a living, because you're there to help them. You're not asking them for anything. You're there to give them the support. Business contacts. So, many times we, as realtors, have to use service providers to get escrows closed? And is there ever an opportunity? Sometimes there isn't, but is there ever an opportunity where you could say, I'm referring business to you? Is there a chance that every now and then you can give me a referral too? If not, it's not blackmail or extortion. But I can work with somebody else who might give me a referral every now and then. Are we clear? About presentation. Okay, how do you ask? Does anybody want to know how you ask? Raise your hand. You think that's, okay, here we go. If you're using email or text messages, and we talked about selecting the correct CRM 2 sessions ago. Here's a personal message that you could use. I'm growing my business through referrals and would love to help anyone you know. Keep it short and friendly. People are more likely to respond if the request is concise. And if it's through email or text, attach a helpful resource, a guide. Keep it less transactional and more, you're giving them something.
I have a question, Wanda.
Yes.
Is it, in bad taste to offer like, a gift or some,
As long as you fall within the DRE regulations. I mean, you and Jennifer may answer that question for you.
Well, gifts are often given, definitely.
Yeah.
Closing gift,
All the
you can
time.
make it personal,
for a referral?
or a referral, yeah, you can do that too.
Yeah,
So it's not in bad taste?
to give a specific amount, right? Like, you can't advertise, I think,
You can't give like a monetary kickback.
unless they're a licensed agent. But if it's like my cousin, I can say, oh, here's a gift card, or is that monetary?
You could give gift cards,
Okay.
yeah, you could give gift cards. You just can't give like, what they would consider a kickback, like, I'm giving you a
Cash.
portion, portion of this for that.
So we can openly advertise,
I wouldn't advertise, I'm giving
okay.
gift cards away.
okay,
No, but I would, like for referral partners and people that work with, it's very customary.
Like if you wanna email them, for instance, I'm trying to grow my business. Can you mention that you've given out, you'll be happy
See,
to share?
What you're trying to do is get people to refer you because you've given them good service. Or you have a relationship with them, not that you're trying to pay them. You see what I'm saying? That takes away the whole concept of what we're doing here. But the way you can do that is that you give them a big basket, you take a picture of it, thank you for the referral, and you post it on Facebook. Right? Someone says, dang, that was nice. She got a Lexus. No, I'm just kidding. I got some people that I want to refer to you. That's the goal. But check this out, asking in person, be direct and grateful. Do you know anyone who could benefit from my services? Joyce, we spent a lot of time and energy in this business, a lot of education we had to take. You're here now. This is your time. And so you've got something to give people. We have to rethink how we want to come at this. Not you giving me something, but I'm helping you. I'm helping you get the most for your property. I'm helping you find the best deal. when I was active in business, I used to say, let me find a mortgage company. There are a lot of products out there that change every day. Community loans, regional loans, first-time home buyer loans. Let me look for you to get you the best, because this isn't your business. This is my business. So this isn't you may not know about this stuff, but I can help you. That's the energy. And then, if your client is already asking you for resources to help move or something along those lines, do you know a moving company? Do you have a relationship? Moving companies, would that be a good source of business to be in relationship with? Or a company that sells packaging? Would that be someone you could be in relationship with? That may give you a referral. So asking in person, social media, using social media generate. Share success stories, post recent deals you closed. How many have done this already? Yeah. It helps, doesn't it? It puts you on the map. It's personal branding. If we don't toot our own horns, nobody else will. Who do you know that really is good at this? Anybody you know personally? Is it yourself? It's really good.
Sonia. Yes.
Sonia is really good at that. And what do you think people who are looking for a knowledgeable, successful realtor would feel about a success story? I read a success story from Sonia that she had posted with the verbiage right from her clients about how they had been looking for the perfect house, and they finally found it and they were able to close it. Tag happy clients with their permission, tag clients and thank them publicly. Thank you for that referral that you gave me. I really appreciate that. Tag them. And that with your permission is important, because someone said that their clients were Spanish speaking, and I think it was Marissa, I'm not sure, but it was difficult for her to get permission. They really didn't want to give a posting, but they would tell her. So I would say, well, if they're telling you, how can we get that on? What could we do, Brenda?
Get it on video, or if it's, you don't want it on video, so just translate it over.
Right. Just, highlight, copy, paste, and then you can add your bit. I love working with these clients, and here's a testimonial. Love this. Now, I don't know if RE/MAX has a testimonial template, but very easy to put together, testimonial. And then ask clients to share a post or leave a review. We talked about that. And then community groups. Participate in local Facebook or LinkedIn groups. So today, I put together some scripts for you. Does everybody have the scripts? And the time, and I'll come back to the slide. I really want you to take a look and circle the script that you want to practice with your partner. First of all, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go A, B, A, B, A, B, A, and Jennifer, B. Okay? You may have to move your seat. Pull out your scripts. There are several here. One is that you had a casual conversation after closing a deal. Script 2 would be a script for a regular client check-in. Script 3 would be follow-up script after providing value, like after sending a newsletter or a gift. Number 4 is a script for asking for referrals at the end of a transaction. Number 5 is for asking for referrals during a social gathering. And number 6 is script for following up after a client provides a referral. Oh, number 7 is script for social media outreach. And number 8 is an annual client review, market update. Number 9 is a script for a pop-by gift. And number 10 is script for email follow-up. So I'm gonna work with the ones that are not email or text. And so, Paul and Brenda, would you work with number 1? And I'm gonna put us on a timer in a minute. You guys practice. Maybe to make it so it's easier. You two, then you two, and you two, so you don't have to move your seats. Maybe you can just turn around. Script for a regular check-in with your client. This is what you're gonna do. Number 2. Hold on 1 second. Number 3, follow-up script after providing value. Number 3. And number 4, script for asking for referrals at the end of a transaction. Everybody got the script?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask A to be the realtor. Show me A's. A's, okay. You're B. Okay, A's turn to the B's, and A's are the realtor. Let's practice your script. Go. Sound, you and your middle, and sound.
Also, if you happen to know anyone who's looking to provide I'd be so grateful if you considered my way to referrals are this like I would receive and all of this right you want to keep
Are you comfortable? Because I'm gonna have to do it at the front of the class.
Oh, well, I mean, hard for me, but
Listen, you can go by, I'll just tell you what feel too. You know the topic, so you don't have to use these words. Okay, so do it again, and then you guys.
But I don't say anything.
And now you're gonna, when she's done, you can switch.
Oh, okay. So that's what I'm saying. Let me do it again. I hope you're settling in nicely. And if there's anything needs, whether it's just service or sometimes family, maybe you to reach out. Also, looking to some retail anyone who's looking to buy something. I'd be so grateful if you send them my way.
Bees, you can switch when you're ready. You can switch, you can roll.
Always try to prioritize
Hi, Olga. I just wanted to reach out and check in and see if everything is going well with your new home. I hope you're settling in nicely. If there's anything you need, whether it's recommendations from local services or advice on home maintenance, don't hesitate to reach out. Also, if you have a relative who's looking to fire someone and be great to send my way, referrals is really the best compliment. That was nice to have you. I know it's trying to get thank you so much. I need to ¿Por qué no dices que no hay? I don't know, I just wanted to check in and see how everything was going.
One more minute.
I hope everything's going well. Any recommendations, anything in my house, feel free to reach out. Also, if any of your friends are looking by yourself, more than happy to help them. That's don't do it. Same level of.
Did everybody get a chance to be realtor? Okay, guys. How'd that feel? Yeah? Was it difficult? It was difficult?
No, all no, I'm sorry.
What was yours?
Mine was number one, which I actually connected with that right away.
Okay. Children? No, just kidding. Thank you so much for participating. So, that felt comfortable? Okay, can you come up in front, you two?
Okay. So I might have to change it a little bit.
And what is your topic?
Our topic is, because it's hard for me to read out on my glasses,
So she's
is
gonna add it up.
to maintain a relationship and plant the seed for future referrals.
Okay,
So we're planting the seed,
yeah,
we just close the transaction.
okay. They just closed the transaction. Will this come up in your life? Just close the transaction and they're planting the seed. Okay, so you play realtor
Yes.
and you respond as the client.
Okay, so ready? Okay. Hi Brenda, I just wanted to reach out and see how everything is going with you. With your new home, I hope everything you've settled in.
Everything's going great. Thanks for calling.
Wonderful. And I also wanted to offer, if you need any assistance with like say home maintenance, gardening, please feel free to reach out. I can help you with that.
That is so nice of you. I'll definitely keep you in mind.
And also I wanted to remind you that the greatest compliment is a referral. So if you happen to know of anyone that is interested in buying or needing my assistance, know that I will give them the same type of care and level of service that I gave you.
Love it, love it, love it. Okay, switch. No.
Oh, switch.
Oh, no. That was awesome, okay. All right.
Hi, Lala.
Hi.
Maybe I'm.
I wanted to check in and see how everything was going in the house.
Everything's great, thank you.
Oh, awesome. I just wanted to touch base. If you need anything from maintenance to plumber to whatever it is, I'm happy. I'm only a phone call away, so please feel free to call me.
Wonderful, thank you so much.
Awesome. I'm glad you settled well. I also wanted to remind you that if you have anybody that's looking to buy or sell, I'm happy to help. I'm giving you the same care that I gave you.
Oh my God, I actually raved about you the other day and I gave your phone number to my neighbor.
Awesome.
So they'll be calling you. See, I hear referrals. You got a referral.
Thank you.
Referral, right?
Oh,
thank you.
Oh, anybody else want to come up in front of the class and share? How about the guys?
Oh.
You guys need to practice.
Jennifer's like, I've got
This is here for you guys to practice. I'm ready.
Come on, guys. Come on.
I was like,
Hi, don't call on me.
Oh, come on, guys.
I
I think they need
Such a
to
gentleman.
how about a guy and one of you ladies? Arlene and you, Romero, right? Romero. Okay. Romero. Come on. This is really important. I want you to see how easy breezy this is. So you pick up whichever one you're comfortable with. You pay the realtor, you play the client. And then we'll
Who's the
switch.
client?
You're the client.
Okay. So I just need to say yes or no, right?
Right. Don't give her a hard time.
Okay.
Hi, Ramiro. It's been such a pleasure working with you through this process. Does he have to
Thank you.
respond?
Yeah,
Where are you right now?
Okay, you don't.
You don't have to read it, just answer, like if she's on the phone with you, hi,
Oh,
you
okay.
know
Oh,
what I mean?
okay.
Okay, go ahead. Go
I
ahead,
guess.
do it again. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, Ramiro. It's been such a pleasure working with you in this process.
Oh, thank you. It's a pleasure for me too.
I'm thrilled that we were able to find you a home. I truly hope you're as excited as I am about this.
Of course I am. I'm always thinking about referring you to somebody else to receive services.
As you know, my business is built on referrals. I really appreciate it.
Sure. Thank you very much. I will do that, definitely.
All right, let's switch. I don't know, you're not on the hook.
I
Realtor,
don't know where we are.
well, you guys had different ones, huh? Okay.
Okay, let's start by learning English.
Hey, you know, you can do it in Spanish.
Which?
Let's speak
which-
Spanish.
They both speak Spanish.
Yeah, okay. Do it in Spanish. Do it in Spanish, and then you guys critique it. Go ahead. Feel comfortable.
Aline. Hi, Aline. Ha sido un placer trabajar con usted en el proceso de su compra. Estoy muy contento de haberle encontrado su casa, su propiedad. Espero que esté también muy contenta con mis servicios. Translate the whole thing for myself. Estoy trabajando en el sistema en que trabajar por recomendados y espero que usted me pueda ayudar con eso. También decirle a la gente, avisarle si le parece bien mis servicios. Quisiera tener la oportunidad de seguir trabajando con usted y con sus conocidos.
Sí, claro.
Good job. Here's your little prize. Here. Here you go. Little oil.
Thank you.
This is for you, sweetie. Little rock. Joy, be joyful. This is a lot. That's not easy. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. So, this is the crux of what we do, right? You know, whatever your language, your preference is, we gotta talk. We have to say thank you. If you know anybody, this is how I do my business. I know. Can you give me, you know, and listen, here's something else. Addressing clients' hesitation. What if they feel uncomfortable? Position it in a way for them to help their friends instead of a referral. If you know anybody, if I will help you. And you know anybody else who needs my help. Here's my card. By the way, for those of you who don't have your free digital card, text me, I'll send you a free invite for you to have a digital card, because it's so much easier for you to put your phone up to their phone and your digital card shows up. Rather than, what do they do with your card? Lose it, right? Put it in their pocket. Oh, I got it, you know, I have somebody, but I forgot, but you know, it's right in your phone. So, huh? Yeah, it's a QR, what do you
Yeah,
call it?
it's a link. I'll show you what it looks like. I have
Yeah,
one,
show,
and
yeah.
I use this actually like when I go, like I just came from a big event.
Ah, okay.
And then, so I have, several businesses, so depending on the business that I'm representing, So they'll just do the QR code and go directly to their contacts, or if they can't, they'll just snap a picture. Sometimes, they're not that savvy, so they'll just, and so whatever you wanna write, but it's free.
Mine looks like this, and there's a QR code. So wouldn't that be easy to just give you, here's my QR code, you have somebody, and it can be in whatever language, right?
So what do you do, I'm sorry, you just give them, run into your clients and you say, hey, here's my QR code. And they
Well,
read it
you
and.
use the same dialogue, but you say, I build my business by referral, and if you know anybody that could use my help, here's my card. By the way, because everybody has a cell phone, right? So you give them your QR code, and what happens is your picture and all of your information comes up. Then they can't lose it.
And that's free.
It's free.
On the QR.
Someone sent it to me, and now I'm sharing it with you. It's not my company, it's just something that I know that you can use.
And wanted to offer something, I know like what really helped me talking on the phone, is putting a mirror. So that's how I was sharing with Brenda, like it took me a while, like I never script, I never did, I went to like MyPerry and PoundPerry and all that, and I never like cold called them. But then I used a different approach, and the thing is bringing awareness to the clients, like whether it was a product, whether
That's
it's something.
exactly it.
But I would put a mirror, so when I'm talking to them, I'm smiling, that's what I was telling you, when you're talking to smile, because when you're smiling, it always comes from the heart. And then I would just make that script my own, because it's very important that, when we're doing scripts, we make it our own, so that it feels comfortable.
Definitely, you don't wanna read it.
Yeah.
You wanna get the crux, the gist of it.
Yeah.
And then you wanna make it your own and say it your own way, and in your own language for sure.
And so I always like.
I
to
hated
have
cold
awareness.
calling
Yeah.
and hated scripts too.
Yeah.
Because I'm a, fly by the seat of your pants kind of.
Yeah, you have to twist it around.
Yeah.
You can't just sound robotic with it.
Right.
And I think they appreciated that more, and, also like knowing your numbers, because when you're dialing, so I would dial 100 numbers, and then I would contact 20 people, and then out of the 20 people, maybe I would, be able to connect with someone with 10, and then out of those 10, it would be 2. So you have to know your numbers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is definitely for cold calling, so you, back again to that
Well,
rejection
whoever,
thing, you
yeah.
know what you're trying to
Yeah,
get.
but the mirror is a big helper, because then
Yeah.
we can see ourselves how we're looking at it, how we're talking to people.
And the other thing too about hesitation is, it's optional. Ensure clients know it's optional. If you get a chance, no pressure, if you know somebody, because some people come off as if they're waiting for you to come up with a name and number. You don't want that. You don't want that. You want more like, if you know somebody, some name comes up to your mind. And then when you call them back 3 months later about something else, you say it, and then you say, oh, by the way, I build my business by referral, not even use my house. Please don't hesitate to give them my card. By the way, I can send you, here it is. I can send you my card. Let me know your text. Bam. Oh, by the way, I can send you my card. Bam. So we did our exercise. So here's your referral plan for the upcoming week. How many of you can identify 5 clients to ask for a referral this week? Brooke can,
Oh, yeah. Cheers, man.
Lala can, Joyce can, Arlene can. Can you, Sal, identify 5 clients that you can figure out, okay, cool. Craft your personalized message or your script and practice it so you're not uncomfortable. Remember this, you're coming from a servant's heart. You're not a used car salesman, not that there's anything wrong with them, but you're not trying to get a sale or a deal. You're serving. And in this economy, and all economies actually, there's never a time when they don't need our service. Track your referrals in your CRM. Hopefully, those of you that weren't here before, you do have a database. So, make sure, just make sure that you write that when you have contacted them, so you're not doing it over and over again. I did it last week, I'm gonna do it, set it up, a system. And why, and what's the purpose of your contact? And then follow up and thank anyone who gives you a referral, for sure. Final thoughts, referrals are about relationships, that's it. Nurture them, be authentic, always express gratitude, always. And be consistent. Consistency is the key. You might, I have a service provider that is an insurance lady. She always, and I don't really use her that much, but she never forgets to stay in touch with me all the time. Remember my birthday, remember Christmas, remember. Okay, our next class is on the 12th. I hope to see all of you back. It's engaging your sphere through community. This is going to be a good one as we come to the last quarter of the year. We're in it now. The last quarter. How do we do this with community? How many are in some kind of a community? What are you, Sam?
I have a couple, I just moved out here, so I don't know many people out here, so I'm in Rancho, community, community, friends of Rancho, things happening in Rancho, Loveland.
How about church? Is that a community? Yeah. So think about community, and that's what we're going to do next. Okay, can we all stand and do our affirmation? I'll let you go. We always close with an affirmation, and this is about connecting with people. So let's, at the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. I am connected to a vast network of people who trust and value my expertise. As I compile my referral list, I attract clients who are eager to work with me and share my name with others. My business grows effortlessly through the power of strong relationships and genuine connections.
The 12th is a Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. I will not be here.
That's what I thought.
Oh my gosh, thank you it will be on a Thursday.
On the,
Well,
17th, right?
yes, the 17th.
17th, guys.
The 17th, Thursday.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Of course.
What do you say to send the notification?
Okay, give me your, I'll send it to you right now.